Hey everyone, Dustin here, and welcome back to the channel and another episode of Building with Dustin. On today's speed build, we are doing Jack's house, which is a shell challenge that I did, and the original shell was by Jack Koala off of, I was introduced to him on Twitter, and we follow each other on Twitter. I don't know what you call that. And this is my finished product. So yeah, and it uses pretty much like a usual, every pack. I need to do a restricted pack challenge soon. And actually, Jack's shell challenge did have restricted packs, but I was unable to get mine done in time for the actual like contest / challenge. So that's the only thing that I changed, is I just used whatever packs I wanted. But here's his profile, and here's what it looked like originally. So here is the shell before I did anything to it. And yeah, so anyway, let's get on into the build, shall we? Okay, so for this one, what I did was I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, so I kind of did I thought about doing a restaurant, but then I was like, no, I want to do a house, because that's mostly all Dustin builds, friends, is houses. I don't tend to build too many community lots. So, and the reason I chose this shell for my first shell challenge is because of the little, what do you want to call it, the little bridge right there. I really liked the way it looked, and I thought it was kind of a neat concept, and I've always been a sucker for houses that have kind of like bridges in them. And so, yeah, that's why we did it. Jack's rules were a lot like any other shell challenge rules. You couldn't change the outside walls, you couldn't remove them, you could add porches, and you could add spandrels and stuff to them. It was supposed to be, like I said a second ago, a restricted pack challenge, but since I wasn't entering it in the contest and it was my first shell, I figured, well, why not just use any packs that we want to use, because we can. Today, while filming this, is the 4th of May, so May the 4th be with you and with you. And we're all just sitting around here eagerly waiting for this new kit and this new pack to be announced. I literally have no idea what they are. Just so you guys know, those windows right there are the base game windows. They are very guapa, or guapo, depending what you're into. But yeah, I love them. They're just too cute. But yeah, we're all just sitting around here biting nails and killing time, just waiting and find out what the next kit or the next pack's gonna be. I saw something interesting that somebody said that they figured that the kit announcement would come next week and the pack would come the following week. And part of me kind of hopes that it's opposite, because I really want to see what the pack is gonna be. And although I'm really curious to see what the the kit's gonna be, because I'm wondering if it's gonna be like a build buy kit, or if it's gonna be a cast kit, or if it's gonna be a gameplay kit. I just don't know. I want to know though. I don't care how, I want it now. That's been my response to everybody on Twitter. I want it. I'm a Veruca Salt in this bitch. So this speed build, as usual for a Dustin speed build, jumps around just a wee bit. I put about 16 different colors on this house, and stones and stone combinations, and couldn't decide. So I kind of stopped for a minute, and then I went on to adding windows and stuff. And I don't know if anybody else does this, so feel free to let me know in the comments below. But does anybody else do the entire outside and put all the windows in, and then make your floor plan and everything based on where you put the windows and such? Because that is what your boy does. And sometimes when you go to do the inside, it gets to be a bit challenging because of where I've already put everything. So this is Brindleton Bay, for those of you who are wondering. Yeah, and it is on the, Jack actually had, which I don't know if I've seen any other shell challenges that have had this as a stipulation, but he wanted it on a 30 by 20 lot, which makes sense because it's more of a challenge, I guess, and you kind of got to work with the size of the lot, which fits the size of this house, I think, fairly well. I almost moved it to a bigger lot, but I thought, your boy can do it, and I did. I apologize. I have a pimple right here. You know, onset adult acne. Ugh, odd. But yeah, I was totally gonna tell you. So something really funny. Scott and I were sitting outside because we were burning some brush from some trees that we cut down or whatever. And I saw this thing on Facebook, and it said a drink, whatever drink you were based on your birth month. And I said to Scott, I was like, yours is water. You're boring, but you're healthy. And then he goes, well, what's yours? And I said lemonade. And I said hot or sweet and refreshing on a hot day or something like that. And he goes, yeah, and bitter and sour if you don't get enough sugar. And I'm not gonna lie, I about peed myself laughing so hard, because it's true. If you don't love on me, I get angry. I am a Leo after all. So, but that bitch's wit is quick. He didn't miss a beat. He was like, yeah, bitter and sour, or that's what it was, bitter and sour if you don't get enough sugar. I about lost it. It was so freaking funny. And I was like, you funny people. But yeah, it was really funny. Man, some of you who I hope watched my last speed build video may remember me talking about, and I promise you guys this is probably gonna be the last one with cars in it for a little bit, because I had somebody comment that I'm using too many cars lately, but this house had to have cars. So anyway, some of you who watched the last video may know that I talked about a guy at work that was being a real ass, and I think somebody talked to him and told him that he was about to catch these hands, because he's being really nice to me now. And it's really weird. Like, he came up and was like, hey, how are you doing today? And I'm like, I'm good. How are you? And he just was like being really, really nice. And then like he yelled back at my coworker. He was like, hi. And she couldn't hear him because she was in the back. And she goes, was that so-and-so? And I was like, yeah. Is that not the scariest thing you've ever seen all day? And she was like, why is he being so nice? And I was like, I think somebody told him that I was getting mad. And so, yeah, there's that. Oh gosh, nothing really interesting has been going on, but I will tell you this, you guys. I may be a snitch. 3 days last week on my way to work, this jackass in this maroon Chevy truck like was behind me twice. And then there's like me, and then there's like 2 cars in front of me, and we were all going like, I don't know, like 60 miles an hour, something like that, in a 55. It was only 55, and we're all like booking ass, and he literally in a no passing zone on like a curve where you can't see what's coming, he passed me and the other 2 cars. Well, he got past me and he got past the truck in front of me, but before he could get past the 3rd car, another car was coming. So he like cut them off and wedged his way in between them. And I told Scott, I said, if he does it and tries to cut me off, he's gonna hit me, because I will get a new car. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna, no, idiot. And so he did it like 3 different times, or 3 different days. And then the 2nd day he did it 3 different times. I saw him pass 3 different times because I could see him ahead. And the last time he almost got hit by a damn semi, and he had to cut the driver off. So I called the non-emergency number for the police department, and I gave them his license plate number, and I reported him, because honest to goodness, he's gonna get somebody killed. And you know, like, first of all, who wants to go to work? Second of all, who wants to get killed on their way to work by some dumbass in a Chevy? So it was just like, I couldn't believe it. And the thing is, when he got to the stoplight by my work, you guys, I love this little carport / tool shed. I thought it was a cute idea. You guys can let me know if you think it is or not, but I thought it was a cute idea, so I thought I was going to go for it. I thought it'd be kind of neat, because I wanted to do a carport, but then I realized I'd have to have at least one section of roof, but I didn't want to have like that you know, like a whole square thing around it. So I decided to do it like that. And but anyway, yeah, I called on him. I totally called on him, and I don't regret it. And I do it again. Now I don't know if, you know, anything happened about it, but I will say that I haven't seen him the last couple days. And yeah. Oh, but what I was gonna say is we ended up like right before my work. There's two stoplights, and the first one is like right as you get into the edge of town, and he was like a car or two in front of me. So like you endangered so many people's lives, and you got to the stoplight about the same time I did. So there's that. I was trying to go for bikes hanging on a wall here, and I don't know how well that came across, but I think it came across pretty well. I liked it. I did it. There's that. Yes, there's a lot of debug items used in this, but they're base game debug items. Well, except the poles with the lights on them, but you could replace them with the debug poles that come with the gate. That would work. The fences debug and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff's debug. But yeah, I just could not believe it. I was like, you are gonna endanger so many people's lives just because you're running late to work. Like, how rude. Like how dare you think that my life is worth you getting to work on time because you woke up late or because you're that damn impatient. I mean, I'm not even telling you guys, like, I'm not even telling you how bad it was. Like, one of the days it was raining and he did it, and it was just like, you're gonna get somebody hurt or killed. And it's just insane to me. Like, I don't like passing people anyway. Maybe I'm a chicken, I don't know. But he was just like, wham, and just gone. And it was just like, it was just a lot. Like, I don't know what else to tell y'all guys. It was a hot mess. And oh, something really exciting too. I am going to be starting a Let's Play / challenge here on the channel. I've kind of come to the decision, and I've thought the details out, and it's gonna happen. We are doing the Runaway Teen Challenge, and our runaway teen is gonna be somebody that some of you will know, especially if you've been watching my Growing Up Summers Let's Play, or, you know, maybe not. You'll see who it is. Tune in to find out. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I came up with the idea. I ran it by a couple friends of mine. Oh, I was gonna call them Sins, but that's not right. I need to make up a name for like Sim friends. Well, I mean, they're friends in general, but like the ones that became Sim friends. So, you know, if you have any ideas, let me know down below. I put these fake flowers in there because, you know, when you're doing in build mode, buy mode, build mode, buy mode, and then live mode, sometimes it's hard to get flowers to grow, especially if you're doing a build, because, you know, flowers take days to grow. I guess I could cheat it, probably, like shift click on it and be like, grow, bitch, grow. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna tell you guys something else too. Oh, I kind of feel sorry for my boss. My friend, my coworker, and I are both new, and we inherited a lot of problems in our jobs. Basically, like inventory issues and things like that, and like things are missing and things like that. And so we have just been like on it. We've been like at my boss, like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, you know, your fault, basically. And I feel bad for it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want it to start reflecting bad on me because I'm cleaning up somebody else's mess with something I didn't have any part of. And like, oh my gosh, so today I woke up and I went to bed, like, because I was editing what you're seeing right there, all of this. I was editing it from like 6 hours down to the 28 minutes that it actually is now. And I went to bed like 20 minutes later than I normally do, which isn't that big of a deal, and probably not even that long, to be quite honest with you, because I had to take a shower and I totally forgot, which, you know, ADHD, you know, you forget. And I forget everything. Like, I forget what I'm saying to you guys as I'm saying it sometimes, because then I'll get off another tangent and I start talking about other stuff. And oh yeah, so anyway, so sorry, I have a frog in my throat. I think I get nervous when I talk to you guys because, like, you're like really pretty, and so I get nervous and I forget what I'm saying because, like, I get so captivated by your eyes. Anyway, So this morning, I actually remember what I was talking about. So this morning, y'all, I woke up and I was just downright exhausted, like just tired as hell. And I was just dragging ass, and I said to Scott, I'm just like, I'm tired. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. And he's like, me too. I wonder why. And I'm thinking one of us might have been tossing and turning in our sleep or something. I don't know. But hair's kind of messed up. So where was I going with this? Oh, so first thing this morning, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. I almost like laid back down. Like I was like, I don't even give a shit if I'm late. Like I'm gonna lay back down for like just 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes. Oh my God, minutes. And so I didn't, but then I go to get in my car, and I get in my car, and my car, it's a Mini Cooper, and it's got like this little thing. I should have brought it. It's like this big, and it's part of the key, and you stick it in you have to actually stick it in the dash, and then you press the start button, but you have to press the brake pedal. And so I get in the car, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like I don't know how to start the car. Like I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, start. Why aren't you starting? Oh yeah, I gotta push the button. And I start pushing the button, and I'm like, why won't the car start? Put your foot on the brake pedal. And so I put my foot on the brake pedal, and I started the car. I'm so proud of me. I started the car, and then I got to work, and things just progressively kept happening. One of the engineers at work came to me and was like, hey, I need this part for this such and such machine. And I'm like, okay, well, the computer says we have such and such number of them, and let me go get one. So I go to get it, and I'm like looking at the shelf, and the shelf is empty, which is a big deal in my job. It's not a big, I mean, it's bad usually. And so I'm looking at the shelf, and the shelf's empty, and I'm like, oh my God, the computer said we had like 7 of these. Where are they? And so I go back and forth at it, and I go back to the computer, and I go back over there. I think the corner's peeling off my desk. There's like a chip taken out of it. Anyway, and so I go back over there, and I'm like, oh, we're moving on to the inside. So I go back over there, and I'm like, okay, well, the computer says we don't have any, or the computer says we have 7, but we don't have any. I don't know where they're at. Can't find them. And he goes, what do you mean you don't have any? And I said, well, we just don't have any. I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, I can keep looking for them, but I just don't see them anywhere. And so he's like, well, I need you to write me an email as to why there aren't any, blah, 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 blah. And so like I tell my boss, because he happened to walk by at the time, and I was like, hey man, we're out of this. I don't know how, but we're out of it. And he walks over there, and he goes, where's it supposed to be? And I give him the location ID. And he gets back, and he goes, there's 7 of them on the shelf. And I'm like, I just went over there, and the shelf was empty. And so he like walks over there with me, and he was like, right there. I was looking at the wrong spot on the shelf. So the engineer had already walked off, and he was mad, obviously. And so my boss is like, oh, don't worry, I'll go catch him, and I'll let him know what was going on. Then we'll just tell him that they were in the wrong spot. And so he did that. And then like a little while later, my printer kept saying that it was jammed. And I'm like, and I've been, I've dealt with printers my whole life. And so I took the damn thing apart, and I could not find paper. And I'm like, you're not jammed, damn it. You're not jammed. It was the paper inside the bottom tray that loads it. It was sticking into the spindles like that far. And there was like 4 sheets of paper stuck together. So that was just like my morning, my day, my afternoon, baby. And sometimes I go out to my car when I have breaks to watch Sims YouTube videos. I know, shocker. Simmer Aaron posted a new video, and I decided I wanted to watch it. So I go out to my car, and I'm sitting there, and it was cloudy, but it wasn't raining or anything. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, watching Aaron's video. And then right as the video's over and I'm going back inside, it starts pouring down rain. And I'm like, and P.S., I would watch them inside, but I never remember to take my other headphones to the working. And it's really loud in there, so I have to watch them in my car. But yeah, it was just pouring down rain, and then I had to walk back to the building in the pouring rain. I think that's a song. I don't know. Purple rain. That's a song. But some of you are probably too young to understand. The Prince. I really like this couch, and I really liked it with those chairs. I think those chairs actually are meant to go with it. I don't know, but I might use them more often. That staircase right there is called a switchback staircase. When they go up and then back up, they switch directions and go back up. I love them. I try to use them everywhere. They're just good. Just saying. We had dinner earlier, and we started cooking up this chicken last night, and we put it in the crock pot, and I was like, man, I don't think that's going to be done in time for dinner, because we both got home at like 3:30. Well, like right around 4. And that shit did not get done until like 10 o'clock last night. So we ended up going to get like something quick, which fast food, but whatever. It's probably why I have a pimple. So we like, yeah. And I said to Scott, I was like, well, don't you think you should thaw that out the rest of the way before you put it in the crock pot? And he was like, no. I put it in there frozen all the time. It only takes 3 hours. It took longer than 3 hours. But it was just funny. It was like really funny. I'm like in a mood today, guys. I don't care. I decided I don't care. I think I was holding back my personality a little bit in my videos, and now y'all bitches gonna see the real me. I don't care. I am whatever you think I am, and if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? So, a bitch just got real with you. Yes. So there's that. I always forget that there's these Parenthood counters. I always forget there's a special sink, like a farm sink that goes with them. This time, yo boy remembered. So there's that. I like the little laundry area in this house. It was kind of like, I kind of like treated this little area back here kind of like it was a back porch that kind of had been added onto the house and like enclosed with glass. So, it's kind of like a sunroom type situation. But this little laundry area was so cute. I really like the way it turned out. Some of you may notice I did slow my speed builds down a little bit. I think before I had them going a little too fast. It was like all over the place. I got hiccups. I'm so sorry. How rude of me. And yeah, I slowed it down so it's not as like in your. So, that old chestnut. So this area is the other side of the bridge downstairs, and it's not a huge area, so I didn't want to put a staircase in it. And originally I was going to do like a home office or like a photo studio or maybe an art studio, and I thought, I feel like I've been doing a lot of those kind of things here lately. And well, not here lately, but I've done I did a photo studio, and I think I've done an art studio. And so this time I decided to do like a movie hangout room, like karaoke bar kind of thing. And that bar will work because your Sims will stand behind it, like in the room, to make their drinks. But they won't. They might set them on the ledge, but you just like have to click and drag it to them. But I think they can still use it. I mean, everything. I play tested this, and everybody, like my Sim, could get around every room. He could use the karaoke machine. Oh, it's a string. I was like, what the hell? Damn. The train ran off the tracks. Oh, he was able to use the God, I'm hitting stuff. He was able to use the karaoke machine. But it all worked out for the best. I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh my God, so funny. So, I don't remember what Scott was going out to our shed for, but we have this shed in our backyard. And like you guys know that it's back there, but anyway, it's back that way. And it's huge. Like you could put our truck in it. We have a big truck and it's lifted and stuff. So it's like a huge shed. It could basically be like, you could turn it into a tiny home. I thought about putting my office out there and redoing all this nastiness back here. I'm going to redo all this before too long, but it might be a little while, but it's going to get redone eventually. But, and all of a sudden I see him like coming up the yard, and he's like, I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, ew. I'm like, what? And he's like, there's a snake. There was a snake on the steps to the shed. And I don't like steaks either, but I was like, you wussy. And he was like, it's gross. It was like this long. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. I would have probably reacted the same way. I don't like snakes. I don't. Anybody out there with children, like 12 years old, by any chance? I have a nephew who's 12, and I was supposed to, we live right by the high school in the junior high, and he has practice after school, like conditioning, like strength conditioning. And I was supposed to meet him up there. And I love this kid's room, by the way, you guys. I think it turned out so good. And I love the bunk beds. The bunk beds are so great. I can't wait till they give us some new ones. Anyway, and I love this room too because, shh, my little babies, don't tell anybody. But your boy loves pink. I love it. But anyway, he was supposed to go to this after school program thing. And so he's supposed to just walk here when he gets done. And he was like, well, can you meet me behind the back of the high school and, you know, walk with me the first time so I know where it is. And my car and my truck are both like, you know, they're like one of a kind here in town, so he should know them. But I was like, yeah, that's fine, buddy. I'll meet you. And so yesterday it had rained all day. Like I said, I got rained on. And so I was like, well, I'll just take because I get home before Scott and he drives the truck and I drive the Mini. And so I got home before him, so I was parked in the driveway and he was parked behind me. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take the truck and go get my nephew. And I don't want to say his name because he's young and you might figure out who he is, which I guess it don't matter. But so I get down there and I get out and I park and I start walking towards because I'm on our street still, but it dead ends right before the high school. They like the properties butt up to each other like this. And I'm walking through like the walking trail and all of a sudden my phone rings and I'm like, why is Jacob calling me? Oh, I just told you his name. I probably can't edit that out. But anyway, why is he calling me? And he goes, oh yeah, I didn't go to after school today. I forgot to tell you. And I'm like, damn it, boy. And then he called me a little bit ago and he was like, I just want you to know, Uncle Dustin, I'm not going to after school all week. And I'm like, oh, are you okay? Are you sick? Everything okay? And he's like, yeah, I just, my leg's hurting and I'm hoping everything's okay. But it's just, so then I tried like talking to him on the phone. I was like, so how are you doing? He was like, fine. And I'm like, and keep in mind, this kid loves me, like loves me, but he's 12-year-old. So what are you gonna do? This is the master suite, you guys. I haven't talked about the build in a minute. I kind of like it. I kind of didn't like it, but I think I did like it in the end. I did it really late at night. It was the last room I did. So here's the outside, guys. I really love the way it turned out. I would live here in a beat of a heart. And there's the front, another angle. You gotta see all the angles. Here is the back. Party over here. Party over here. Hot tub. Get that little hot tub motion in there. I love those lights. They're sexy. Because I try to make that car look like an electric car, but I don't know if it does or not. But you know, be jealous. And then my bike's hanging on the wall. My basketball Jones goal. I love the interior of this house. It's not huge. It's not a huge house, but I mean, it's pretty big, but it's fairly roomy. I like it a lot. And, I love that table and chairs together. Beautiful, beautiful. There's going up the stairs. Here's the party room. Party over here. Party over there. So I like the party room. I think it turned out. I love Amber. The one in the photo in the middle there, she was in the original trailer for The Sims. I love this pink room because pink is my favorite color. I'm in green and orange. But anyway, love this room too. Turned out great. Amber was in the original trailer for The Sims, and I almost want to do a Let's Play based on Amber's life. Anyway, so yeah. But there's the master bedroom, you guys, and that is it for the speed build. Okay, guys, well, that's it for the speed build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love doing this challenge, this shell challenge. I'm going to be doing some more, obviously. Next time, I'll probably follow more of the rules. Hell, I might actually enter the contest. And, yeah, and like I said, I love the way this house turned out. I think it looked really cool. I think the bridge part was really neat. How it was just kind of like a hallway. And there's probably a lot of other things I could have done with this. It might have made like a cool restaurant or a shop or a gym or something. I don't know. And I actually had somebody say that a lot of the houses I see with like bridges like that are like modern houses. And I thought, why not a classic one? But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to ding the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. I also post on here when I go live on Twitch, so you'll be notified of that as well. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, a wonderful week, and a happy new year. I'm just kidding. I'll see you guys later. Bye now.